Now what's wrong with you?
You a low down dirty dog. That's what's wrong. It's time for me to get away from you.
At what point do you do your digging? At what point do you do your investigating?
Part 42. Who the fuck did I marry?
Okay, hold on. I have some notes. Okay? At this point, this is Who TF Did I Marry? Part 42. I got notes. But this is what I want to ask. Since Risa Tisa, one of my Clayco neighbors, shout out to Clayco, but anywho, Miss Risa Tisa, during her story, as she's telling her story, you know, and once again, shout out to Risa Tisa for being transparent about this situation, okay? There are a number of times that she mentions, I checked his phone. I won't do this again. I found this out. I won't do this again. Okay.
Left. So I'm going through the work phone, just trying to find some sort of answer. Now what is really burning in my mind is how is it that he had all this money in the accounts, but again, the last time I saw him, he's living in his car. Like, the math is not mathing. I go into not just the photos of the work phone. I go into the deleted folder. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to go through somebody's phone, which I will never do again, but if you're going to go through the phone, don't just go through the text messages and the pictures. Go into the deleted folder, because sometimes you find a gold mine. In this case, I went into the deleted folder of the pictures in the work phone. I keep saying work phones because, again, this is just a secondary phone. It is deactivated. There's no minutes on it. So I go into the deleted pictures, and what I see is what looks like a screenshot of his checking account, the one that I saw with the available balance. Then there's another photo of the screenshot of the savings that he showed me. Now, one of two things it could be. Either one, it's not real and it was pulled offline, or two, he took a screenshot of his own account and saved the photos. So this is when I got introduced to reverse Google image search. I did a reverse Google image search. Sure enough, as you probably have figured out, some of you, because I read it in the comments, what he showed me when he turned his phone around, showing me his available checking account balance, was nothing more than a screenshot that he had found on Google.
I'm going to ask y'all something. Listening to this, and it's not, you know, this is just like a for real question. Like, should we be doing this from the beginning? You know, because what happens is it's like, should we always just be proactive? I'm a firm believer of not, because I like to have privacy. But really, at this point, I'm questioning like everything. Like, all I keep thinking about is the fact, although this was a 2020, 2021 situation, okay? Now, anything that has happened past 2021, I am only on part 42.
So I finished going through the book bag, still July of 2021.
And part 42, we are still in July 2021. But I keep thinking about how, as it pertains to me, that I actually was on a dating site. All I'm going to say is I just hope I never meet a legion. I just hope I never meet a legion in my life. Don't legion me, please. But really, I've never been a person to feel like I need to check a phone. Like, But now there was another time that it related to a situation that I had, this POF situation. Now I am a victim of my husband and this POF, and you find out a lot of stuff, and it just so happened I didn't know what this fish was. But really, she's like, okay, yeah, look, I found out a whole lot of information. But it's like, at what point do you dig? You know, because if she would have dug before the marriage, but maybe not before dating, but you know, she did these background checks, check Social Security number. I just never would have thought to do it. Okay, so I don't know where I was at because I was interrupted. But you know, so I'm just trying to figure out, is it necessary? Like, at what point do you do your digging? At what point do you do your investigating? At what point? I don't get it. Because I'm not gonna lie, I did not find out that my husband number 2 was a convicted felon until after we moved in together. He was my life best friend after that, but it's still some fact that I didn't know about it until it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm on intense probation. And you know, people gonna be coming here, and I got to be home by a certain time. That's why I have to be home by 7 p.m. And I was taken aback. But it's like, at what point? Because for me, I do remember after that, for me, I used to always like dating. Because, yeah, you know, we was dating. We break up, date, break up, date, break up. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. So what I would do, it was always my thing, like, I wonder if you do, do you have a criminal background? Like, I'm going to question you about it. I just never thought to Google it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I Googled. Now, the only thing I will Google, like, if I was to meet somebody, like, but I've only done that twice. I will Google, like, if they've been married, if they were actually divorced. You know what I'm saying? But then, sometimes that's kind of hard. I don't know for me, but really, at what point do we need to investigate? I'm puzzled by that one. I don't know at what point we're supposed to investigate. It's part 42.
Made my life here hell.
You're not getting one penny of my money, not one thin dime.
Did I ever ask you for anything? Did I ever ask you for anything? I never asked you for nothing, not even your sorry ass hand in marriage. Nothing. I never asked you for nothing.